think I got it. Now let me find it. I know it always takes me so long to do this. I'm so sorry. Oh, will find me here in a minute. There I am. Make sure this is on mute. Make sure this one's on mute. No, it's not. No, it's not. There it is. Okay. So what I thought we'd do today is make a army wreath. I'm wanting to make all of them, the Air Force, the Marines, I have all of them. And I was going to do the, here is my sign. And I'm going to do poofs. And I've got this on a 15-inch work form. And I want to put rows where you row this and put in there, can't remember what it's called, that's what I'm going to put in the poofs. So open all these up. I think I'm going to go with 10-inch poofs. But I advise me that sometime when you get these rings, these should be about every 4 inches apart is what they should be. But sometimes when you get them, look, those are right next to each other. It's because this one moved. So you just kind of got to move it back the way it's supposed to be. I like to start on the top and go to the bottom. And I like to take a zip tie and tie it on first. I'm using, it's Value Mesh. I think I got it from Craft Outlet. But it's the Army color. And I like to turn down the top just a little bit. Like this. So there's no ravels, frays. Everybody knows mesh loves to fray. So I just kind of turn it down just a little bit. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it on this side of my tie. So then when I come back around, I will make a poof. And move it down to the bottom. Is how I'll do that. So, I need to get my comments up, don't I? Hadn't done that. But I will. There. Let me get my comments up. So, let's see if anybody wants to talk. Let me see. Let me see. I know I'm on here somewhere. I think. Well, I'm over there, but I ain't over here. Well, I'm not finding me. Here anywhere. Sorry, I just can't find me. There I am. Sorry. Now I can see it. Virginia and Lynn and Karen and Debbie and Linda and Janice. We're going to do 10-inch poops. And what I usually do is look down here at my mat, and I put like this would be straight here, and I'll go down to the 10. I might have too much stuff on my table. Go down to my 10, and then just pull. And that is my Susie mesh roller. And if you'd like one of those, if you go online and look under the Susie's Wreaths and Things, if you'll put in down home, you can get, I think, a discount. So, but they're real nice to have. I love my Susie mesh roller. Then, can you see what I'm doing here? Maybe we need to, wait a minute. Maybe that. There, can you see better that way? I want you to be able to see. And then, hi Doris, glad you're watching. But like I say, this is 20 here, so I'm going over here to the 10, and then I'm pulling this, and I'm going to be putting it right down in here, because I'm going to do 10-inch poops. And then I twist this about 3 times. And the thing when you're making your poofs, there's another thing that you want to make sure. See how easy that opened? Well, when you're making poofs, you want to make sure that the bottom of your mesh is at the bottom, so that it'll open like you want it to. Because if it's not, then it won't open up. And we want it to open is the big thing. And if y'all wouldn't care to spread the love, I would really appreciate it. See how it will open up if I didn't have the mesh going in the bottom. And I'm hoping you all can see this pretty good. If not, I'll figure out something else and turn the camera a different way. But poofs are pretty simple to do. You just lay it in there, and then I turn it like 3 times. And you can wait and open them at the end. See how that's filling it up and looking pretty? Thank you. And then, let's see, there's the 10. And there's 10 more. And I think some of my ribbons are falling. If I ever done a live and something didn't fall off this table, I would think something was wrong with me. Karen, you're from Kentucky. I'm in Kentucky. I'm next to Louisville, Kentucky, where the Derby is. Is anybody going to be going to the Crafters Convention? See, all my little see, I made all these before we started. And I'm going to bring them all over here to me. But I'm doing 10-inch poops. I'm just pulling the mesh to 10, laying it in, and just tying. And I tie it 3 times. I'll twist it. And I won't untwist these. Okay, now, I'm almost over here where I started. That was right there, so now I'm right here. And so I'll put that down in there, and I just twist it. Hi, Lori. And then there's one more. There's a 10. And then here's the... No, I already did that. So now we take this, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go straight down. And I'm going to go in front of, so I'm going to go straight down. And I'm going to put a zip tie on this in front of, well, that's a long zip tie, in front of it so that you can see. So then when it stops again, I'll be putting a poof there. And I'm going to go ahead and cut. What down with them? I'm going to cut this one off too. Like that. Throw it in the garbage. Now we're going to do the bottom. And I'm going to do those 10 also. And like I said, we want to make sure our mesh is pointed downward. The opening. Because if it's not, it's harder to... Can't open them. They don't open up very pretty. But I had put that right in front. And then I will open this poof. Right here. So then I've already got my poof in there. And I'm twisting it 3 times. So that it stays. And then I pull off 10 more. You're from Kentucky too, Peggy. Well, here in Litchfield, it is very, very beautiful weather. It's a little windy, but it's pretty out. I'll take it. I don't like rain, don't like cold. I'm ready for spring. But I've been dying to make, get some of my military stuff started. Because I really didn't have anything in my Etsy store, and I like to keep stuff like this. Because there's people that loves to buy, they put Army wreaths up. I even donate Army wreaths. I donated a POW to the American Legion last year. On their thing, so, and that's a missing in action. I had never heard of it until my girlfriend asked me about it. And I looked it up, and now I know there is a plate for missing in action. So, but you just go around here and you keep putting 10-inch poofs. A little windy there too, Peggy. Hi, Michelle. Like I said, you don't have to open your poofs up until the very end. It's really better if you don't, because you're going to have to open them up anyway. And usually what I will do, if I've got extra on my row, I will end up going in the middle of the middle of my poofs and go every other one and just finish the roll out. And I'll show you how to do that. This is the 10-inch poofs, and this is just affordable mesh, or the cheap mesh, however you want to put it. But it's for the base, and I figured for the base it'd be fine. I wouldn't cut this mesh because it would fray too much. Not unless I used my sealer. And I have a bag sealer that I use on some of my mesh so that they won't fray. And it does help. It helps a lot. Thank you, Stacy, for sharing. Appreciate it. Got to knock everything off. But I always knock it. I need a table with a lip on the end of it, so then it wouldn't fall off in the floor every time. And you all can't see what I'm doing over here in this corner. I just realized that. But what I'm doing is I'm taking this and doing the 10-inch poop. And I'm opening up my zip tie. And I'm just laying this in there. I'm laying it in there. And I'm twisting it. Real tight. And I usually twist it like 3 times. Like that. And then your clothes. Nice to know. Well, I'm in Grayson County. Okay, like I said, you'll see there's not, well, there is quite a bit left on that row. What I'm going to do is take, and I'm going to go in the middle with 10-inch poops. I'm going to go in the middle of, this middle row and do 10-inch poops. So then that way, I can use all my mesh. And what I'll do is go from the bottom to the top. There's another ribbon. From the bottom to the top. And then that way it makes the wreath fuller. I'm trying to get it all where it's, like I said, it has to be on the bottom. Take it from there, 10, and then I'm going to tie it up with the top one. What I do is every other one, I tie the top and then the bottom. So then that way, the poofs are going up and down like that in the middle. Another row. And then this one will go down here, over here. It's kind of like it's every other one is what you're hitting on these ties. I have took zip ties and tied them in the middle. But you want to make sure that this stays where you can open it. So now this one will be tied with the top. Lake Malone. It's been a while since I've been there. My son died be 2 years ago on Mother's Day this year. And that's a pretty sad thing. I miss him. He was 32. He died with an aneurysm. And I had started crafting, but I really started making wreath because wreath does give you, as they call it, wreath therapy. It is. It's therapy. And it's been good for me. It's helped me. I get upset, I'll just start making a wreath, and it seems like it helps. Hi, Anna. So I put that one on the bottom, so now we're going to put this one on the top one. Like I said, I do these every other one. And I twist it. And then there's one more. It goes on the bottom. And then I'll show you when we open these poops up, you won't be able to see through it at all. That's why I go ahead and use the rest of this mesh up, because I'm not going to put it on anything. You know, there's not enough left to really put on anything, so you might as well just go ahead and put it in the wreath. Or that's the way I do it. Or that's the way I look at it. It's easier just to put this in here. Be able to get one more poof out of it, and then I'll have to tie it off. Yeah. Yeah, I can get one more. Well, I don't need one more. So So what I'm going to do is take and cut this off. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to take and turn this under so it don't fray, and zip tie it. Zip tie it to the frame. And I turn it under just because I don't want it to fray. You wouldn't have to, but that's why I do it. And then I'll hook it right onto the frame with a zip tie. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. It helps us small businesses trying to get out there. And then you just pull on the zip tie just as tight as you can pull it. Get my wire cutters and cut that. And there we go. Miss Monkey's wreath, yes. I got to meet Miss Monkey at Crafters Convention last year. Her and Lori. And they are very, very sweet ladies. And I love the Unique and the Creek boards too. I usually do a lot of those too. And I love the boards. I know Michelle has been doing the bug, and now she's going to do the butterfly. I've been doing a lot of flowers. Ladybug. Doodle Ladybug. She makes signs, and she is making some really pretty army signs. Because I was wanting some with the boots and the dog tags and all. So she's making those for me. So you could be able to get her. She's on Etsy also. Doodlebug Lane. Then you just go through and open. And then I got my ribbon at General Wholesale. General Wholesale is where I got my ribbon. Now I'm just opening all these up. Opening up the poots so that you can see how big they'll get. Sorry, April, about your husband. That's never a good thing. My prayers will be with you, hon. Hi, Linda. Yes, this mesh, for it to be affordable mesh, it feels pretty good. And it's the cheaper mesh. But you just go around and you just open up all your poops. And since I've got 3 rows of them, you can see it covers. So when I'm going through here, I'm not just doing 1, I'm doing 3 in each spot, it seems like. On the bottom. Shady Cliff. I've heard of that. I've heard of that. In Grayson County, there's all kinds of places. I mean, you know, in Kentucky, we got all kinds of little hollers and all kinds of places. Okay, it looks like I've got them all open. And there's one that's not. I said that, and as soon as I said that, here it is. It's funny, isn't it? There we go. Yes, and I do take requests. If you all want me to make something, let me know. Just let me know, and I'll be more happy to make it, or at least try to. there's a certain method that you want. Okay, so here is here we go. We got this. Whoops. Let me get it closer. There. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the sign on first. I've got my ribbons going everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and put the sign on first. And I've got these, they're for zip ties. And I took glue, 6,000, and put underneath so then they won't come off. I don't trust just the stickiness of the pad. And then I'm going to go straight down and I'm going to put my sign on before I put my ribbons on. Okay, there's that one. And I don't want to mash it. Yeah, there's some fray where I cut that. I don't want it to, I don't want to smash it down in there, but I don't want to leave it too, where it's not tight on the wreath. And sometimes I don't know whether to put a bow on them, and sometimes, since it's navy, let me see, lost my tie, my wire. I'm just twisting them around each other, is what I'm doing. And then, let's see, here's another one. We'll put it over here. So I just go underneath, and I'm just taking and tying it around. But see, I'm making sure I'm not mashing it in, but I'm wrapping it around the wire is what I'm doing. It's just taking this and just twisting this wire around it is how I'm doing it. And then that way it will stay put and it won't move. And you see, I know I got another one. I'm going to make sure it's in the center. Yeah. One more. Because I put 4 ties on it. And you just go from the bottom and pull it through. Or that's how I do it. I pull it through and then I just twist it. And I'll put the wire back through the middle of it to give it some strength. And then I just wrap it around it. And then it stays. There we go. See, it's not mashed in too far or anything. Then, now I did put zip ties on these because I didn't know if I'd use the ties or not. But I think I am going to use the ties. So I'll take the zip tie out of it. I'm going to wrap this around the bow. And then what I'm going to do is take and twist these. I usually have a paintbrush. And I'll take the paintbrush and I will twist it around the tie. You know what I forgot? I forgot to put those other ones in there. We can't put the ties in yet. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Sorry. I jumped ahead of myself. I want to put these. I took and I rolled them. And I was going to put them in the middle. And twist. Like that. Then And take another one. I'm going to roll it. Hang on to that one because I want to put two. And then we'll roll this one. And I'm going to put them on top of each other like that. Put them down in the tie. And I don't undo my ties because when I use a work wreath, the ties are long. And then I just twist that like that. And that's how that looks. There. So let me put some, my ribbons are just going everywhere. I'll bring this up here and so you can see it better. I'm just rolling it. That's what I'm doing. And I hold it in one hand. And I get another one. And I'm rolling this one. I made these. This is 10 inches wide. And I made them 10 inches long. Then I'm crisscrossing them. And I'm putting them in each tie. And I'm twisting it like 3 times. And then I'll get me 2 more. This is poly burlap. And it has the brown and the green in it. And then it has the tan color in it. I thought that would look really good with this navy. Or with this army sign. And then I'm going to twist this like 3 times. But you can get this ribbon at General Wholesale. You can get mesh. You can get about anything at General Wholesale. And I don't know if you have to have a wholesale license to get it or not. Because every now and then they open it up where anybody can get it. So you probably can call them and ask them. They have real good prices on their stuff. So that's another reason why I like General Wholesale. But I do have some Army and Navy and Marine ribbon that I probably got an extra roll if somebody's needing it. If you all get back with me, I'll try to get it to you. Because I'm thinking I got 3 or 4 rows of each when I bought it. This is really going to make this look good. I put some of this on a hunting wreath one time, and I really liked the way it looked. So I thought it would look good on this army wreath. Just take this and just twist it 3 times is what I try to do. And I make an X out of it, so then it looks pretty that way. But, no, Doodlebug, she will make any sign that you want made for no extra charge, you know. And she has several different Army and Navy and Marines because that's where I'm going to be getting my signs at because I need them. She knew I got the ribbon to be able to make it for all of it. And they even have ribbon for Air Force. And I got some of that. The only one I haven't found is the National Guards. I haven't found ribbon for that. Let's see, I missed some. Yes, I'm on YouTube, and I do have a Facebook page of Down Home Crafty Things. And I usually put all my videos on afterwards. Now see, some of this, I didn't melt it. I didn't want to melt it, so use the sealer. There. Okay, got the top part done. Now, I got to put them around the bottom. And let me see. Do I have more of this somewhere? I thought I cut enough. I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't. It's alright. We can cut some more. So let me cut some more. I'm going to lay this over here. I need to cut some more of this. Because I didn't cut enough. I thought I did, but that's alright. We can cut some more. It's okay. We can. Okay, pull it out on a 30. And I'm going to cut it every 10 inches. I got my Promo in today. The new one. The little one. Okay, there's 3. Let me see. Let me see. The video keeps stopping. I'm sorry. Sometimes when you go out and come back in, it helps. That makes 5. That makes 6. Seven, 8, 9. And I needed how many did I need? 14. Ten. 11, 12. $13, 14. That should get it. Almost used both of them, didn't I? Hi, Trinsa. How are you doing? Haven't heard from you in a long time. We used to do doTERRA together. I'm taking and I'm just rolling these to make curls. Putting 2 in each. 2 in each spot. Like I said, if you don't care to share, I'd really appreciate it. And if you're watching it and you comment, and if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay so I'll know that you watched it on the replay. And you just roll these up, and I'm putting 2 in each tie. I'm twisting the wire 3 times. And I think it's looking really pretty with the colors. Here's another one. Can't find the wire. There they are. The wires are hiding from me. There's one. It's got to have 2. There it is. Just take and roll these. I didn't use the bag sealer on this poly burlap because I knew I was going to roll it and I didn't think it would fray that much. It will fray a little, but not a lot, because the way I've got it rolled. Like that. Let's see. So, you rebooted and got me back, Linda. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate that. I hope it's better. Sometimes you do have to go back and forth. I don't know why Facebook's that way, but sometimes you just have to. And then sometimes I just have to get it on the replay because I can't get it at all. Where's my scissors? Here they are. Well, it's just pulling right off. I thought I was going to have to cut it. Nope, it's pulling right off. We're almost around here where we can put ribbons in. Putting tails is pretty. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. A share is like a hug. Or that's the way I think it is. It's like a hug. I'm just taking and rolling them and putting them crossways. Laying them in my ties. Usually when I use a work wreath like this that has these ties on it, I don't cut the ties off. I leave them because it's part of, you know, the texture in it. Well, thank you for the hearts. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. And then just roll it. Cross them over each other. And put them in your next tie. And do it like this. And then I just kind of twist them just a little bit so they look pretty. See, there's one that's rattling just a little. That's okay. Cut it off. 2 more. Okay. The wind might have something about being able to get going in and out. I hate it because it does it. My internet, I've got it wired straight through to my Mevo. There. But you know, I still need 2 more. Look at there. Right there. Still need 2 more. I can't count, can I? And that's good that we only need 2 more. Let's see. Put that there. There. 10. 20. And I had 14 inches left. Lay it in there and just take your tie and I tie it real tight and I do it like 3 times. Now, got it done like that. What do y'all think? Now, I'm going to put these ribbons in. And what I did is I took the ribbons and I cut them 14 inches, the tails. Then I cut the green 14. And then I made a bow with the camouflage. And then I'm going to put it right in. Like I said, I put zip ties in them thinking maybe. But I'm not going to need to zip tie them on. I didn't know if I would or not, so I'll just take the zip ties out and put them back up. But I thought I'd do the ribbons like this. Bring these kind of up like this, kind of twist them. Kind of like that. Kind of makes it look pretty that way. Hi, Linda. Glad you love it. I'm pulling the green ones this way, and I'm pulling the army that way. So then I have the bow in the middle. And then I'm taking the tie, and I'm just laying it down on top of it. And I'm twisting the tie right in the middle of the bow. That's how I'm doing that. And then I'm bringing this up like this. And this one up like this. And then I'm going to open up my bow. And try to get it off my sign. And I'm just going to go around. I got to take all these zip ties out that I put. I thought maybe I'd zip tie them on, and I didn't need to. Didn't need to. I didn't know if I did or not. I did zip tie the bows together when I made them. My tails. And you can switch up and pull the navy down, or the army down. Put your finger in the bows and pop them out. So you can bring the green up. It's however you want to do it. And just kind of bend these kind of downward. So then they look pretty. They're going down towards the wreath. Taking the zip ties out. Pull this one down like this and put this in here. And just twist. And then I'm just kind of rolling it down a little bit, the tie. And then I'll bend these this way. Where it's going half and half. And then the bow stays in the middle. Oops, lost it. See, when you kind of curl them down just a little bit, it makes them look prettier, I think. And then you open up your bow, make it look round. And all my ties, I've made all these ties just alike. I've got the camouflage in the middle as the bow. The army goes this way, and the green is going down that way on that. And then I just fluff up this little bow. And then I move around to the next one. And I just put it in, lay it in there, and just twist it. And what I'm doing is twisting it, but I'm also taking and turning it down for the middle of the bow. so it stays in the bow. And then I will put the green down this way and twist it down. And the army part up, the army ribbon up. So just kind of twists it like that. I'm kind of doing it every other. So then it all matches up. And then you just open your bow. Here we go. Then we do this, like this. So I didn't know whether I wanted to put a big bow on it or not, or if I wanted to just leave it with these little bows on it. Sometimes I put bows on them. But I figured we'd wait and see what it looked like if we needed a bow. Or if the tails would be enough. Okay, one more. And then we'll go underneath. To the bottom. I can't pronounce your name right. Wella? I didn't want to bash it. It's a pretty name. I love the spelling of it. I like anything spelled different. See, you just pull them. Let's see, how's my sign looking here? Let me see. Y'all think? Yeah. Now, I gotta put tails around the bottom. And then we'll see if we need to put a bow on it. Never can tell, we might need a bow on it. I love bows. But I didn't know whether I really wanted one or not, so you don't know until you get there. And what I'm going to do with these on the bottom is I'm going to pull them downward and upward. Where those was going around, I'm pulling these where they go. I'll show you. See how I'm doing these on the bottom is I'm pulling the army down, and then I'm pulling this up with the bow. So then that way you can see what I'm doing. It's right there, yeah. So then it'll be pretty to look at. So sometimes I'm forgetting to put them. And I guess if we pull these up as we're doing it, it'd probably be easier. It is easier. Because then I already have them pulled the way I want them. I think it's going to be pretty like this. That way then the army ribbon is going downward. And you'll be able to read it all the way around. Side view looks good. Flip your bow up just a little. That. Put the zip tie out again. And I've noticed if I'll take my ribbon and I'll pull it before I even get it on there. I like the way it's looking. Pull my green up. Like that. And then I'll open my bow. And then when I put it on, it looks like this. On every one of them. Oh, we want that to go that way. And I just stick it in there. and twist the wire like 3 times. Like I said, if there's anything you all would like to see made that you haven't seen or would like for me to make, just put in the comments. I'll make anything you want. Try to. Just like this. That really does make it look good around the bottom, I think. I like the way that's looking. And all I'm doing is taking and pulling my ribbons. So I'm pulling the green ones up, green up, and the army down. Is the way I'm doing. And then I'm just making the bow. Doing the bow like that. And it seems like it looks really pretty there. Around the edge. And then I'm just putting it in the twist tie. What's everybody doing today? Getting supper and kids. I don't have kids no more. Don't have children. And let's see, here's another one. I hope I cut enough of these. These are pretty. So you love the mesh, Linda? And I even like this. I don't know what it's called. It's a burlap. But it's green and brown burlap that I put in for the curls. I'm really liking that. It's really matching this really well. I had used it before for a hunting wreath. But it really goes good with this army wreath too. Of course we'll have to. So that's a little shortcut that you can do. When you pull on them. You put them in there. Now I've got mine zip tied. Yes, if you click on the share, it will go to your timeline. Thank you, Brenda. It will go to your timeline. So then you can watch it anytime you want to. And see how to do it. And you can send me message me anytime if you want to know something. I hope I cut enough of these. I didn't cut that one off. Didn't cut that one off. There we go. See how when you do that, it just seems like they just lay so much prettier. By pulling them before I even start putting them in the thing. I think I might need one ribbon. That's what it looks like. One set of ribbons. Oh, no. It's on the floor. It's on the floor. It's on the floor. Up. That one up. And that one like that. Yep. It's on the floor. Yep. It's on the floor. It's going like this. And it seems like it just does it so pretty. Makes it lay right in there really, really pretty. Makes that army ribbon really pop laying on the bottom. There we go. Now it's there. Now one more. And then we'll figure out if we want to put a bow. I didn't know whether I'd want a bow or not. So y'all can help me. If we need a bow, we'll put a bow on it. I had to pick my ribbon up off the floor. Haha. There's that. Okay. Now, let me get the other ribbon. Let me put that back just a little bit. Hopefully it didn't make you drunk. I'm picking up my ribbon off the floor. I just seen where I thought I got them off, but I didn't. Here's another one. And it will go right here. And that will be all of them. I missed one. There. Now, what do y'all think? Do you think we need a bow? Trying to get some of these ribbons where they're not hiding my sign. So we want the sign to show. What do you think? Think we need a bow on it? Let's see. Right here is where it needs to. Right there. Where it'll hang. It'll hang like that. I think the ties will be enough. No bow? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it looks really pretty like this. Because I made these little bows into bows. That ribbon I made into a bow. So, thank you all very much. If you share, and thank you for watching. Bye.